Hey guys, welcome back to SLT Learning, and this is Ankit Prajapati, and today we're gonna talk list of questions. So far we have, as of now, when I'm preparing this video, we have created around 15 questions, commonly like most frequently asked questions by the most of the MNC. So you can just go through this video, and that will definitely help you to crack the common questions in your interviews. Okay, so let's see which questions we're gonna cover today. So scripts run slow. Okay, this is one of the things for the experienced person. Like if you have 4 or 5 year plus of your experience in automation, they will ask you these questions. Suppose your script is running very slow, what you will do to improve the performance of the script, right? So there are certain things that you can do as a senior or as a like the good QA automation engineer to improve the performance of the script, because when you do the programming, right, there are different way to do the programming. So programmer like developer one can do on a different way, developer two can do on a different way, but the best way will be you need to always optimize your code. Okay, so let's see how you can improve these particular things on your script. So if your Selenium script runs slow, right, it definitely gonna hurt the performance and the efficiency of the CI/CD pipeline as well, and the test as well. Okay, so what you can do, you need to focus on few of the things, and that's why I have made one checklist that you can just go through when you are working as automation tester as well. You just go through this checklist as well and make sure your script is compliance, or your script is following those checklist as well. Okay, and that will definitely boost your performance. When you execute your script, you will see the difference in the execution time as well. Okay guys, so let's see the first thing, like replace the thread.sleep dot with the smart reads. So this is always recommended. Okay, never use thread.sleep. Yeah, if you're debugging something, you can use for debugging purpose, that is fine, but do not use thread.sleep in your actual automation script. Try to always use some kind of weight, like it could be the implicit weight or explicit weight or fluent weight, but try to utilize those weight. Okay, instead of using the thread.sleep. So this is always the first thing, and if you at least try to replace your script or implement these weights in your script, it will remove the 50% of hurdle in your automation script. Okay, then use the headless browser. So sometimes, let's suppose, for your core purpose would be the automation. Okay, and you run your script on the UI mode for a couple of time, and you know, okay, UI mode it is working fine, but on the real execution, like on production or on a UAT, I would recommend it always go with the headless mode, because what is the advantage is, like headless mode, it will be bit quick in general to the UI mode, so it will not add some like the load, go on UI and wait for UI pages and all those things. It will start eating through the APIs, and it will make your test case bit quicker compared to the uh, uh, like the, I will just is the headed mode. Okay, so for that one, what you need to do, for Chrome options, you need to create a new Chrome option. Okay, and you need to add argument headless is equal to new and disable GPU. So these are the two argument you need to just add. Other things on your script will be as it is. Then you need to just use driver and Chrome driver, and need to add this option, so that will make your driver headless. Okay, so this snippet you should be remember. Okay, they might be asking how you can do these things, then you can answer like this, guys. So disable the images and extension or lock. So this is also very useful when you're working on the big applications. Okay, so what you can do, like the same way in the Chrome options that we have created, you can add the argument, like you can you can block the images to load. Suppose you are not aim to load, validate the images or some videos on the screen or some extension on the web page. Your main aim to just see the actual functionality, then at that time you can block those things, you can disable those things by using these settings. And yeah, if you apply this setting, that means then you can just again go with WebDriver and add this option in your Chrome driver, and that will improve your performance, improve the script performance. Okay guys, then minimize the DOM traversal. So always use the XPath in like this way. Do not use this absolute, like go from the start to end. Always use the relative XPath. Okay, so this kind of XPath maybe take some time to traverse from the root element to the element that you are trying to locate. Okay, so avoid this kind of XPath, using this kind of XPath. Always use this kind of XPath, like the relative XPath. Then limit the use of find element in a loop. Okay, so what you should do, you should always create the web element on your page class and then perform the actions. So do not directly use driver.find and perform the actions. Okay, do not keep using this statement. So if you have created this one, if you have used this one, for that one you can also use form like page object model pattern as well. Okay, but always recommended first locate the element and then perform all the actions on the element. Like this is a login button that I have located. Now I want to click on that one, so I can just say login button dot click, or if it is a text box, I will just say input box dot type or send key, something like that way. So always first locate the element, all the elements, and then use the for the performance, so this line will not get repeated in your code. Okay, then use the parallel execution. So sometimes if you think, okay, you need to save your time, your script is good enough, but you need to save your time, so try to do with the parallel execution. You can use multi-thread, and for this one we have already covered the questions how you can do the parallel testing in TestNG. You can refer the playlist for TestNG commonly asked questions, and you will easily see how it's gonna be do. You can also use the Selenium grid with JUnit, where you can just have a node and client kind of server client configuration, and you can do that things. You can also avail the cloud services like browser text or lambda test, which will be based on your organization policy, but you can also use for a parallel execution of your test case. Okay, so that will also save the time and will show the much improved performance in terms of the efficiency. Okay guys, then use the local test server and mock API. So sometimes we try to hit the servers URL and all these things, right? But sometimes it's good to configure application in your local machine and do the automation over there. If you configure in local machine, to be honest, it will be much better and much faster than the trying to hit the URL from the different server. Okay, try to mock the server, try to create the mock APIs. Not it's look like an actual API, but try to create the mock API and try to use that particular things, and try to with this fixture, that means the different set of data. Try to use the different set of data on your response and see how it's gonna be work. So for these are the different way you can try to improve the performance of your slow script. Okay, and the other things would be reduce the unnecessary assertion or taking a screenshot. This is one of the key things, right? Sometimes we need to know what we exactly need to assert. Okay, do not put the unnecessary assertion, because when you are a QA, right, and sometimes people try to validate each and everything on the page. No, just make sure if you are validating the actual, I would just say is the validation point in your automation script, that is more than enough. Okay, so for that one you no need to keep assertion on each and every text or each and every button or each and every, I will just element on the page. Try to avoid those things and try to validate and I will just the end functionality of the of your user stories of your scenarios. Okay, and if it is not required, if you do not want to take a screenshot, so try to use the best practice, always take a screenshot in case of failure. Do not take the screenshot. Sometimes people follow the taking a screenshot in a success as well. Okay, so if something, some steps is passing successfully, then also they are taking a screenshot for the evidence. No need to do that. If in case it is failing, take a screenshot, and that is more than enough for your evidence as automation engineer. Okay, so these are the different way you can include in your answer when you are answering these kind of questions, and this question can be asked in a different way as well. How you can improve your script, how you can do those things, and how you can optimize your script. Let's suppose your script is running very slow, so what steps you will gonna take. So this question can be asked in a different way, but your answer should be short and sweet with certain syntax in your mind with a certain description. Okay, so if you like this video, please forward to your colleagues who are preparing for the automation interviews, and please subscribe to our channel so we can keep with the new videos guys. Take care.